Well, I'm on the West Coast, folks. Welcome to my new studio in Santa Cruz, California. I am so excited to just have a ton of fun up here. It's a second-story studio. It's all cedar and beautiful wood. It sounds like the inside of a guitar. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about something really just super simple, and that is the difference between the sound of a major chord and a minor chord. And a lot of people, you could talk about theory because it's a flatted third note, but I don't want to go too deep into that, except to kind of get your ears attuned to what the difference is. And I will show you physically, the shape. I'm gonna start out with just an A chord, okay, an A bar chord, because I think this is one way to visually illustrate what it looks like and then also what it sounds like. So we all by now know an A bar chord, right? And a major chord has a 1, 3, and 5 in it. But don't even worry about that for now. Just worry about the shape. Let's do. Okay, and so what we're gonna do, we're gonna flatten the 3. And so this is the 3 note in the A chord. A, C sharp, E. 1, 3, 5. That's the sound of a major chord. You've heard that, right? Now, there's many different ways, and lots of different orders you can do that in. Up and down the neck. We'll discuss that, as we go. But what I wanted to illustrate today is simply how to go from a major to a minor using a bar chord. Because I think in one way, it's just the easiest to actually see. So you got your simple bar A chord, which we all know, power chord, you call it what you want. And if you lift up your second finger, okay, and let that 5th fret of the G string ring out, you've now made an A minor chord, okay? So you obviously hear the difference, right? His is very bright. Major chord is bright, And that's that third that really makes it bright. Now when you flatten the third from here to here, and all you do, because you're doing a bar chord, it gives you that luxury of just lifting up your second finger, so it goes. Now, it couldn't be more simple than that in terms of getting from a major to a minor. There's many ways to do it. If you're using open chords, it's going to look and sound a little bit different. But because we're using bar chords, the reason I picked that is we're about to go up and down the neck. And you'll understand as we go that it's the same move no matter where you are. So, for instance, if you've got an A chord here, right? Now let's go down to an E, and let's just keep our fingers exactly like they are. Like that. Okay, let's not do a regular E like here. Let's keep the fingers and just move down to an E, okay? So now we've got our E chord, you see? Spelling it out. Now all I'm going to do here, I'm going to start on the E because we're going to travel up. You got a major chord, and we're going to lift up once again that second finger, and we're going to let that G string ring. There's your E minor. Now you know the sound of that. Saddest of all chords. Major, minor, major, flattening the third, minor. And again, don't worry about numbers and notes or anything. Just look at the shape I'm doing. This is how I learned it when I was a kid. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move up the neck and show you why this is sort of the universal rule with bar chords, going from a major to a minor. Now we've done an E minor. Now let's just move to an F. Okay, well, we know F bar chord, right? We know that one. Same shape and everything, just up one. And again, lift up that second finger, and you got an F minor. Okay, F sharp, F sharp minor. Okay, now we're going to move up to the G. G minor. See what we're doing, right? We're just repeating the same shape. G sharp minor. We were at that A before, remember, when we started out? And then we just flattened that third. Okay, and I'm just doing this. I know it's a little boring, but I'm going to go all the way up the neck. It's B flat minor, B flat major, B flat minor, B, minor, C sharp, C sharp minor, D sharp, or sorry, D minor, D sharp, and now we're all the way up to the E. And the reason I'm playing the electric because I can get up and down the neck here for you. This is my Paul Reed Smith. So now we understand. The main thing exercises this is for you to visualize on the bar chords. You see the shape I'm doing, and it's ever so simple. But I also want you to hear it in your ear, so that when you close your eyes and you're playing in that A major chord, oh, I can hear that that's a major. It's very bright, right? Now when I flatten that third, it's going to get dark, right? And that's what makes a minor chord. So it's as simple as that. And you know, I'm going to show you what it looks like if I play other positions, other voicings. But I wanted to illustrate it first with the bar chords, because I think that's the way I learned it as a kid when I was learning Beatles songs when I was 12, 13 years old. I was like, whoa, that's a major. And then I got a picture of myself, I think, back in the day, playing like a B minor chord, and I was so proud. Wow, look at that. So just to end this, now that we've gone up and down the neck and we've shown what a bar chord looks like, I'm going to show you the sound using some open chords, which is the first position. So that same A chord, right? If you do it here, this is a regular old folk A chord. And we flatten that third, which is, again, this note here, the C sharp goes to C. There's the sound. Now we all know that chord, of course, by now. How's it around the sun? Okay? And but they're going to look different when we get like to a D chord. The shape's going to change, right? But still the same sound. Major, minor. E we already talked about. It gets a little strange when you get to like a C. It's kind of a different sound, different look. You gotta move around a little bit to get that sound. It's not going to sound the same. However, with a power chord, it will. We're going to talk about that another day. So the power chords also apply. Talk about that another day. I don't want to drag this thing on too long. So I just wanted to say welcome to Santa Cruz, California. We're in my new studio. My wife's doing art. I'm doing music, and we are going to have a blast. I'm going to have a lot of jam sessions up here. And my buddy Jason is also on the West Coast. He's up there in Portland, so we're not that far from each other, so we can talk back and forth and practically yell up the street. So I'll leave you with a little fun jam here, and we'll see you down the road. Let's walk it down. Next time I promise to have my cat Luna involved. She's here with us. We brought her from Maui. We will see you down the road.